Hello, and welcome to the Sunday meditation at the Light Institute of Galisteo and the Sanctuary of Light. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we divide this meditation into 3 parts. In the first part, we ask our divine higher self. It's a megaphone of the soul, it's your own inner voice, to take a form. And we draw that form, whatever form it is, into our body so that we sit in meditation as our higher self. After we do that, I'll make a little Om sound so that you can push the button on your apparatus and meditate for as long as you'd like. And then in the second part of the meditation, we practice the art of radiance, by which we reach into the cosmos and we pull down to ourselves a beautiful tube of white light right down through the top of your head, and feel that fast vibration of light down into your stomach, your solar plexus. This is the center of the emotional body. And from there we laser that white light out across the planet and back into the cosmos. And in that part of the meditation, we do nothing but breathe in, draw the white light down, exhale, and laser it out. And you will find that if you do just that, breathing in and lasering out, you are stretching out your own electromagnetic field, your own presence in this world, and it'll bring you into a deep meditation. In the third part of the meditation, people sometimes suggest where we can take this higher frequency of consciousness and extend it out into our world so that we're utilizing what we are experiencing and giving it as a gift into the world. This week, we will send our energy into a terrible, devastating situation in California in the United States, where thousands and thousands of acres have been burned, and people everywhere, thousands of people are left homeless. Whole sections of Southern California are absolutely gone, completely gone. And that's partly because the wildfires have been stoked by the Santana winds that come at this time, that have historically never been as they are this year. They have been at 100 miles an hour. It's like a hurricane. So what we're going to do is that we're going to gather up the situation, all of the animals, all of the plants, all of the people, all of the structures, bring them into your mind's eye and ask what frequency of light will begin to dissolve the situation, calm the wind, stop the fires, help the fire fighters that are coming from everywhere to be able to contain this fire and bring about an ending of this. And light does make a difference. So I hope that part of this meditation you will do again and again. If you're looking at it on the news, immediately, what color does it need now to, again, shift towards healing, shift towards the end of it? We will do that. We begin each time with breath in that same way of breathing in, and the exhalation is what takes us into a meditative state. And so if you'll close your eyes, we'll begin. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose, all the way up. Breathe in. Now hold that breath at the top for a moment, as if you were gathering it with a lot of power. And exhale twice as slowly through your mouth. This brings you into a meditative state. Here we go. And breathe in through your nose, hold, and exhale slowly. Rest. Ask your higher self, the intuitive essence of your soul, to take a form for you. It could be a horizon, or a star, or a being, a tree, a light, an animal, an equation. Just ask it to take any form it chooses. Whatever form will be a vibration that supports you. See what comes. Now, ask your higher self to touch the place in your body that is holding your divine essence at this moment. Wherever it is, just imagine you might feel the touch or hear the place or see it, that your higher self is touching that point in your body that's holding your highest energy, your soul energy. Just imagine it, focus there, and then just breathe in and out through that point, as if you're making an opening there through that point in your body. And now draw your higher self in through that point, into your body. Feel its essence flowing through every cell. And sit in meditation as your higher self. Om. With your consciousness, imagine that you're reaching up into the cosmos and pulling down to you a beautiful beam of pure white light. It's the fastest frequency. Feel it come down through the top of your head, through your brain, down into your stomach, your solar plexus, and feel that powerful light beam there. And now, as you exhale, laser that across the planet. Just imagine that it's illuminating our planet. Across the planet and back into the cosmos. We do this with our breath. Breathe in, draw the white light down through you into your solar plexus. Exhale and laser the white light out across the planet and back into the cosmos. And just continue to do that and allow it to take you into a peaceful, focused meditation. Om. Bring into your mind's eye this terrible burning fire in California. You might perceive all the animals that need to be saved, the trees, the earth, clearing the sky, the people, this whole event that is occurring, this terrible, terrible catastrophe. Bring it into your mind's eye, and then ask it as a whole, what frequency of light is what creates matter. It needs to begin to shift so that the fire burns out, the wind calms down, the people are saved, the animals are saved, the trees are saved. And that the whole event begins to shift now and be finished. See what color comes to you that is signaled to you by this scene. Whatever color comes to you. Again, each color gives a certain kind of energy. Take that color, reach up into the cosmos and pull exactly that tone and that color down through the top of your head as you did before with the white light, down into your solar plexus and laser it out to this whole happening in Southern California, to all of it. And allow that color to begin to shift everything, the winds, the fire, the animals, the life forms, the people, the burning, that through that light everything begins to calm down and shift as if it's now finished. And as you continue to send that light, just imagine that that whole scene begins to dissolve away so that it is ready for the next building part of it, healing part of it. Continue. Draw that color down, laser it out, continue that. Do it now. Good. Now breathe deeply and open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, feel that you're holding that higher vibration, that centeredness of a being who can participate, who knows your purpose, is purely purely within your body and within your consciousness. Good. We actually have a second part to this meditation. It's called knowings. And each week from around the world, people send in questions that they would like for us to sort of caress or focus upon in order to give some illumination and to help us all of us who are joining in these meditations. And Alison will tell us the questions that have come for this time. Alison?
The first question is, to spiritual leader Chris Griscom, is it right to ask for protection from the divine force, or does this diminish inner strength?
That's such a wonderful question, because it really talks about who we see ourselves as. And the answer that would come is, it's not really the question, it's what's behind the question. If you're asking the question, Divine Source, help me get rid of this, help me make it happen because I'm too weak, do it for me. In other words, if your energy in asking for the help is do it for me, then that's a little bit of a problem. But because it's really time on this planet that we humans learn to help ourselves. But don't ever feel that you can't ask for help. Help is around you. Your animals might help you. They might help your heart. People around you, situations, certainly the Divine Source. You can ask for help and know that that's, of course, okay, but ask for it in this way. Source, higher self, whatever it is, help me to face whatever it is, to be strong, to be able to be who I am and do what I've come to do. Help me to go through whatever situation I'm in and to do it from the highest and the best in me. Do you see the difference? You are acknowledging that you are willing to face this and that help is good, but that you know that with the help, you will amplify your capacity to move to this, through this, and go on a higher and better level. That's called evolution. And that's the way we want to ask for those things. Great love. Alison?
The second question is, how can we avoid manifesting what we fear?
How can we stop being caught in our fear? Because when your consciousness is focused on this might happen and this is terrible, what is it going to be? You are sending out through your auric field an actual frequency, a ripple that is calling to that energy. It gives it power. And so we want to, as we were just talking about, we want to face our fears. Bring that fear into your mind's eye and hold it there. And then really, again, facing that, knowing that you're not here to be stuck or to create what that fear is about, but that you're here to dissolve it. And I want to say to you, I'm so glad that you asked that, because when you move through your fears, you're creating an energy in the ethers that all of us are connected psychically, and we're picking that up. And so we can get rid of our fears as well. We want to be fearless. We want to have the fearless self. And so the way that you do that, you hold that fear. I'm afraid of this. What frequency of light will dissolve that? And where am I holding it in my body? Because fear is not a concept. It's an energy. And it's an energy that, in fact, the emotional body likes. We like to be afraid. That's why we watch scary movies and things. Because when we are afraid, when we're feeling fear, it creates a biochemical reaction in the body. And the body, the emotional body, and the physical body become addicted to that. It's that, that's fight or flight energy. And it wants to repeat that. And that's why the emotional body will continue to find another reason to be afraid. This is connected to that. This could happen. And on in order to continue to live in that way, which of course is tremendously destructive to our health. And so what you want to do is to say, here's that fear, and realize that it might be, and hear this, it might be a fear that you actually inherited emotionally, what I call psychogenetically, from your parents, from your culture, from your religion, from someplace outside you. It's a fear that was taught to you and that you have carried all your life. Consciousness will help you to dissolve it away. You don't have to carry that fear. And so whether it's a real fear at this moment or it's an imagining kind of energetic, you bring it into your mind's eye, you look at it, you ask your body where it holds that. And then you bring light into that place in your body. And as you take it from your body, you see, you are taking that biochemistry out of you, which stabilizes your emotional body, your mind body, and brings you back into your center. So let's just do that for a moment. Everyone, it's easy to come up with one. Close your eyes and think of a fear you have. Maybe you're afraid of snakes, or you're afraid of the water, or you're afraid of the future, or whatever. Just pick something right now. Ask your body where it holds that fear, because it is caught in the mind of the cells in your body. You might see the place, or hear it, or feel it. Where is that fear stuck in you? Bring your conscious awareness into that place and ask your body what frequency of light, what color it needs to wash away that fear. Because through choosing a color and receiving it and sending that color into that place in your body, you're giving permission to release that fear and go forward. So, where is it in your body now? What color does it need to dissolve it away, to wash it out from you? What's the color? Whatever color flashes into your mind, just imagine that you can just suck that directly into that place in your body, and by drawing it in that way right into your body, command that frequency of light, that color, to wash away, to absorb, dissolve, release that fear. You do not have to carry it. It might not even truly be yours. And open your eyes. That's a great one to do, for example, when you go to bed at night, so that you sleep well, and when you wake up in the morning, you've gone on from that. And when you've gone on from something that's pulling on you, you will stop repeating it. Allison.
The last question is, Dear Chris Griscom, thank you for always and steadily holding the light for a better world, and for your Echo SOS messages. I want you to know that we are very sorry for your California in the United States. Is it possible that you will do a meditation to ease the immense human suffering all around the world, and also include all the animals and plant life that are hurting?
So you see, a lot of people are thinking about that. That's what came in the beginning of our meditation today. And this is something, a meditation that you can do while you're watching the news, anytime that you're seeing or thinking about this disastrous occurrence. And as we do this meditation, it might be for you, you might think about the animals, or you might think about the plants, or you might think about the people, or the structures. You might take it apart, so to speak, and see what's really hurting you at this moment. Or you might see, as we did before, the whole thing. But we'll do this a little bit differently than we did it before. We'll ask our own higher selves to give us a tool that we can extend out that will change the situation. Because sometimes we can't think of, what can I do? But if we have a tool, it might be a symbol or an object or a color, it brings our conscious focus into some point of clarity that allows us to actually enter in and change the energy. And so when we get a tool that will help us to facilitate releasing the suffering, for example. It allows us to have a purpose. It allows us to know that what happens to you happens to me. Anything that's happening to our earth, our sky, nature, people, life, it's something that in one way or another affects everything in our entire planet. So close your eyes, and thank you so much for asking this one. Close your eyes and bring this. Maybe you've seen it in the news, or it's easy to imagine it. The flames, the heat, the smoke that's hurting people as much as everything else. To bring whatever is important to you, or all of it, into your mind's eye, as you did before. And then ask your higher self to give you a tool that will help you to participate from a higher level, that will help to take away the suffering. Maybe that tool will be that you can extend an energy of strength to people, for example. Or that you extend a kind of energy that will bring in spring, after this ash, a new fertilization of the soil. There's so many ways that you can participate. It may be that as you do this and you extend this tool, suddenly you'll know, I want to give money, or I want to give clothes, or I want to send light to the firefighters. Imagine, they have come from everywhere, and they are putting their lives into this, and we honor them all. We honor them all, even and especially all of the life forms that are experiencing it directly. So now, having that situation in front of you, ask your higher self to give you a tool. That tool can be a symbol, an object, or a color that will facilitate your capacity to find a way to participate. Now, of course, one of the highest ways to participate is through our conscious focus, which is what we are doing right now. That is very powerful. But see what tool comes to you at this moment. And whatever tool that is, just imagine that you're receiving it from the cosmos, from that divine higher self, ascending down to you. That tool comes in as it did before as light, coming into the top of your head. Feel it in your solar plexus. And then feel as if you are extending that tool out. And through that tool, you come into, from a higher frequency, a place where your life, your consciousness, your love, your caring, your whatever you have can be utilized to shift this and change it. So feel yourself extending through that tool into that situation, and feel that through that energy of your higher self, you suddenly know, again, through your love, through your intelligence, through your capacity to participate, and above all to hold that this will change now. And somehow, something good will come that will make a difference to all that is there in California and to all of us. Because again, what happens to them happens to us. They suffer it in the physical. We suffer it because we connect. It changes us. Let it change us for the good. Let us make it strong. Make ourselves strong to participate. And that will heal it. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. I hope you'll continue to focus, whether again you're seeing it in the news or you're thinking about it or you know someone, that every flicker that brings your consciousness towards that it brings you into a higher octave where you can use the tools of your life to participate and uplift us all. Thank you, each and all of you, my great love.